Good afternoon, Standard 9 students. Now, we have been introduced to Munni, the protagonist of the story, and the town or village in which he lives. The name of the village is Kritam, and there are only 30 houses in that village. And Munni's house was the last. And the story of Munni takes place when he is living a life of poverty. Now he is left only with two, he is left with only two goats. Okay. And now he ties his two goats onto the drumstick tree. And his wife keeps feeding him the drumstick leaves. Very rarely he gets to chew or to eat the drumstick. So this time he managed to get 6 drumsticks, and he had a craving, a desire to have drumstick with sauce. Okay. And now, so Munni's wife, she has already complained that there is no eatables, or there is no ingredients, or there is no ration in the house. So he has to make arrangements to get the proper ingredients if he wanted to have drumstick cooked with sauce. Then, because Munni has been eating the leaves, which we call it saag or bhaji. Okay, and she says, if you want, I can boil the leaves and add some salt and give you to eat. Then she cracks a joke on Munni. He says, you have got only 4 teeth, but you have a craving, a desire to eat good food. She says, okay, fine, I will prepare the food, but there is nothing in the house. You will have to go to the shop and make all the arrangements, because this year I will cook your drumstick with sauce. Who knows, next year you will not be around to demand for this. In other words, he may die. He may not live to see next year. So that is the kind of a little joke his wife had cracked on Munni. Okay. Now Munni had to calculate all the items, that is the list in which his wife had given for him to enjoy the drumstick made with sauce. Now, always remember a village scene. Okay. In the village, you will have one ration shop, and in that ration shop, you will find the shopkeeper, and then he has 2, 3, 4 other people wasting their time and gossiping with him. Okay. This is a common village, a typical village atmosphere. And the shopkeeper, he knows every member of that village. He knows the kind of customers he has. Some customers, they pay and buy their things. Some customers, they live on credit. And when they get the salary or when they get any other source of income, then they pay back the money. And there are some customers who keep on buying food items on credit, all right, and promising to pay but not paying. Now, in this case, there are certain, atmosphere of lifestyle Now, these people in the village, those who are very poor and they want to buy anything on credit, it all depends on the shopkeeper's mood. If he is in a good mood, then he may give the items on credit and he will not harass you for the money. On the other hand, even the customers, they also use some psychology. They feel that if we, tell the shopkeeper that they need some items because it is a festival or because it is a birthday, on those grounds the shopkeepers sympathize on these poor customers and they give it. So, and the shopkeeper is aware, he knows his different kinds of customers that deals with him. Alright. So now Munni had come to the shop to buy, but he has not approached the shopkeeper directly since he has seen the shopkeeper busy with 3 or 4 more people sitting down in the shop. So he goes and he parks himself on an upturned packing case. He goes and sits near the shop and he can see the shopkeeper very busy talking to the friends that are in the shop. Now, to draw the shopkeeper's attention, Munni started clearing his throat. Then he began to cough. Then he started sneezing. And the shopkeeper has seen Munni, but he knows the kind of customer Munni is. So that is why he deliberately trying to ignore the presence of Munni. But when the clearing of throat and the coughing and the sneezing became unbearable, then the shopkeeper had to tell him, the way you are sneezing, you may fall off into the gutter. Now, gutter means a drain or a nala. So, then the shopkeeper asked Munni, refers to him as a young man. Now, Munni is an old man, but the shopkeeper, having audience, he tried to act a little extra smart by joking with Munni. Okay, Munni also laughs when he is referred as a young man. He asks him, what is troubling you, young man? Now, this is the opportunity Munni felt that now I should go and approach the shopkeeper to give me something on credit. Now, you must understand a little joke over here. The shopkeeper is actually making fun of Munni. Okay. Munni is feeling great that being an old man, the shopkeeper is calling him a young man. So Munni also laughs. Now Munni is laughing. It is not because he cracked a joke and he found things funny. Munni had something up his sleeves. He wanted to buy something on credit from this shopkeeper. So the shopkeeper was laughing. He was also laughing. The shopkeeper, on the other hand, felt that his joke was successful. He found that his joke was successful because the way Munni reacted to his comment. So now, the nature of the shopkeeper is like this. When he is in a good mood, then those who need things on credit, they can easily get it from him. But when the same shopkeeper is in a bad mood, then these customers who take things on credit, they are yelled at, they are screamed at, and they are abused. Okay, so that is the nature of the shopkeeper. Now, this is the encounter of Munni with the shopkeeper. Now, Munni wanted his items because his wife had told him to bring some ingredients for the sauce so that she will prepare the drumsticks with the sauce. So, when he approaches the shopkeeper, then the shopkeeper reminds him that, look, Munni, before you could buy anything from here, you have to clear your old debt, which is 5 rupees and 25 paise. I think you must clear that, and then you can take whatever you want on credit. So Munni says, okay, you give me things on credit, and by the 1st of next month, I will pay you back everything. So then again the shopkeeper cracks a joke. He says, you are going to pay me on the 1st. Whom are you going to rob? He says, no. My daughter, she said she will be sending me money for my birthday. Then the shopkeeper is shocked. He says, you have a daughter? And you mean to say your daughter is going to send you money for your birthday? But let me remind you, so for the last 4 to 5 weeks back, I remember you had come to me and told me to give you castor oil because it was your birthday and you wanted to have a holy bath. Now you tell me, Munni, what is your age? And you are celebrating your birthday twice. Now this is the tact these creditors also use. When they say it's my birthday, then the shopkeeper will sympathize, bichara, garib aadmi hai, he will give. Okay. But now the shopkeeper is very shrewd. He remembers that 5 weeks back Munni had come with the same excuse about his birthday. Okay. So now the shopkeeper is having a joke and he asks Munni his age. So Munni says, I am 50 years old. Now villagers usually do not remember their age. They don't know when they are born. Okay. They calculate their age.
Teachers who would not send the work in WhatsApp group, please leave people going home. Teachers, those who would not send the work in WhatsApp group as per the routine, please leave people going home. Thank you.
So based on events. So he has calculated his birthday from a famine that took place long time ago, and from then onwards he has calculated that his age is about 50. And how he remembers the famine? Because he remembers that he had to save himself and stand on the parapet for a long time. So this is regarding the age of Munni. Actually, Munni is above 70 years old, but according to his own calculation, the shopkeeper knows that Munni is around 70 and above. But Munni feels that he is 50 years old. Okay. Thank you and have a safe and happy Diwali.